Welcome to Retro Gaming Online. This is going to be the start of our series of The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. We're going to do a complete playthrough through all the dungeons. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So yeah, we start off while sleeping and we hear this voice from someone named Zelda who's trapped in the dungeon of the castle. And so you wake up, and there's a man in your room, in your house with you. So he says he's gonna go out for a while. So we're not just gonna let that stand. So we're gonna go break some pots and open this chest, and then head towards the castle. So as you can see, we don't really have any weapons. We can really just walk. So we're going to head north towards the castle, but in order to get there, we're going to have to head a little bit to the west. And the game doesn't really tell you where to go. Just years of playing this, I know, you come over here to the right side of the castle, and there's going to be a secret entrance underneath one of these bushes. And you jump right down. Oh. That didn't go well. So, it looks like saving the princess is up to us. Now we get our first action here. We can actually use the sword and attack these guys. These guys are pretty easy because they can't really block your attacks. You'll see later on there will be those same guards, but they have a longer sword, and then they also have some with shields that make it a little more. They withstand a little more damage. So far, we really only have one option, one option to go. But once we get out here, we've got to see. You can see they have the longer swords, so they're a little harder to hit. If you hit their sword, it doesn't actually do any damage. It just kind of reflects it. We're going to go into the castle. From here, you just really want to head to the left. These blue ones take a little more damage. And so what we're trying to do here is find Princess Zelda, who is in the dungeon, which you presume is kind of in the bottom. You always want to break every pot you can find, because sometimes there's rupees in there, and you can never have too many of those. And we find the map. The map's not very useful in this dungeon, but this is more like a tutorial dungeon, to be honest, so it kind of just teaches you the ropes of once you get to the full-scale dungeon. So the maps are a little more important there, where you can get yourself lost. This map is pretty linear, so there's not many options that can get you messed up. So we're going to keep heading around. So as you can see there, sometimes you have to kill the enemies in the room in order to unlock some of those doors. And you can tell because they don't have a key. If they have a keyhole, then you have to find a key. If not, you have to trigger the door to open. And then you saw we picked up that boomerang there. That becomes a really important weapon in the game. Really, it stuns things. So when you hit them with the boomerang, it stuns them. And then you can attack them with your sword without having to worry about their attacks. So it looks like we found our way to the basement level. Again, we're gonna break these pots. Really, there's only hearts in there now, but and then we get our first little mini boss of the game. The strategy with him, really, hit him with the boomerang, he'll freeze. You hit him a couple of times and then back away because, as you can see, you get hit by his big mace that he swings around. He takes a good bit of damage, but eventually he goes down and you get the big key. Now the big key is used to open not only this door, but in most of the dungeons it will open a large chest, which will get you a new piece of equipment, a new weapon, or skill. So it's really important. Usually you need that item in order to beat the dungeon that you're in. So it's really not optional. So now that we have Princess Zelda, we're gonna try to get ourselves back out of this castle so we can get her to safety. And so we're just gonna backtrack the way we came. You can take the high road here. It'll kind of skip any of the enemies that you might have left behind. Now you can see that the pots, they actually are pretty powerful if you hit the enemies with them. They take 3 swipes with your sword, 2 or 3 swipes with your sword, but 1 pot will take them out. So they can be really useful against some of the more powerful enemies in the game. Make our way over here through the left, which we did not explore this side. But really, this is just gives us an opportunity to maybe get some extra rupees. We look in here. I don't think there's anything up here. Yeah, that just takes us back to where we were. And then we'll just make our way back through this door to the main room, and then we'll head to the sanctuary, which we gotta find the throne room so that we can use the secret entrance. And just keep going up and you'll see the throne. Zelda will give you a little hint that you have to push it from the left. And that'll take us down into the sewers. We'll get to use the first item we got, which was the lantern. And so as long as you have that the magic, the green bar there, you can light these torches, or these torches, and it'll give you a little bit of visibility. The more of them you light in that area, the brighter things will get. But generally you only need to light one. Oh, these snakes drive me crazy. They're kind of erratic, so they're tough to knock down sometimes. And as you can see, they can be quite dangerous in the dark because they pop out of nowhere. So we'll go ahead and light this up. We need to kill these guys so that we can open the chest and get ourselves a key to get out of here. This gives us a little word of encouragement. Now you don't have to kill most of this stuff, but again, you get rupees, which at this point in the game are really valuable. Because you need a good bit of them to acquire some of the things early in the game. I think you need 100 for the jars, for the bottles, and you need 500 for the flippers. So you at least need 600. dark again, and we got a keyhole, so we're gonna have to try to find which one of these enemies drops the key. There we go. And we'll kill him for good measure. You see those cracks in the wall down over there on the left. You can get through those a couple of different ways. You can either charge through them, which we don't have that ability yet, or you can put bombs down, and it'll open up into a secret room. We don't have any bombs either, so at this point we can't access those. But we will, spoiler alert, be back in this castle at some point, so we'll be able to explore those blocked spaces. In here, it just says you got to pull the level over there. Again, I know from experience that you pull the right lever. If you pull the left lever, it's a trap and it will drop more enemies on you. And so here we go. We've brought Princess Zelda to the sanctuary safely. We're told we can't let Hyrule fall. The legendary Master Sword. So he's kind of setting us up to let us know that the goal here is to get the Master Sword so that we can stop this evil. He's going to take care of Princess Zelda, and we're going to get our first heart upgrade. And now that we have that, we're going to head over to Kakariko Village to get some more items before we head over to the first dungeon of the game. I'll see you there.